Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Real Estate Power Moves. So, today we're talking about property taxes, specifically 2021 property taxes. And I think most people know that they rose, but did you know this new article is reporting that we had $328 billion worth of additional property taxes in 2021? What does that mean for you and I in 2022 and beyond? Let's dive right into this article. According to the Washington Post, property taxes on U.S. homes rose to $328 billion in 2021. Unsurprisingly, the spike in home values meant the property taxes collection increased in 2021 compared with 2020. That's according to information compiled and analyzed by Attom, which is a real estate data analysis firm. The Attom's researchers reviewed property taxes from nearly 87 million homes in the United States and found that $328 billion was levied. That's up from 1.6% from 323 billion in 2020. Despite the price increase on homes in 2021, this was the smallest rise in property tax bills over the past years, and it's down from the 5.4% increase in 2019 and 2020. Okay, so essentially what they're saying here is that although if you're in the market, you obviously know private prices have gone through the roof in 2021, and now in 2022, we're seeing a lot of the same thing, although the market's slowing down just a little bit. Now, keep in mind, with these property taxes, now I'm in the state of Texas, and so we have very high property taxes here. This article is referencing 87 million homes across the U.S. So we're going to have different counties involved here. However, what it's saying is, although property taxes rose from 2020, they did rise. We haven't really seen the peak of this at this point because the counties typically are a year behind. That's how property taxes work, typically, especially in Texas. So we get assessed taxes at the end after the year is over. And so what we're looking at is data that is a few months behind right now. So as this starts to catch up in 2022, I know for Texas, typically the county is going to go out at the end of the year, towards the end of the year, and assess property taxes at that point. Now, I know I just received my most recent property tax bill, and what the assessment is for 2021. I'm going to have an increase. And what this is doing for a lot of people, it is pricing them out of their already owned home. Let me say that again. Pricing them out of their already owned home. So these are people that are in their home. And now as this tax bill starts to increase, and we're going to see an increase when that tax bill comes out the end of 2022 for most of us, a lot of people are going to be in a very difficult situation, and some may not be able to afford to stay in their home. Let's continue on with the article. So the average tax bill on a single family home in the US increased at the smallest rate in the past 5 years, up 1.8% from $3,700, just over $3,700 in 2020 to almost $3,800 in 2021. Now, this is super important here. The effective tax rate, which refers to the average annual property tax expressed as a percentage of the average estimated market value of homes, was 0.9% in 2021, which was down from 1.1% in 2020. Because home values rose much more quickly than tax rates, the effective tax rate declined. Now, this is not going to continue in this way. It's not going to continue in this fashion. Okay, that effective tax rate is going to catch up to the high and quick rising property values that we've seen over the last 12 months and definitely into 2022. Again, the market has definitely slowed down this last month or so as we're heading into the summer months, which is a good thing if you're looking to own. But you got to keep in mind, if you're looking to purchase a home, What happens with these property taxes? You got to be very, very careful with this because, again, this could put somebody in a very, very bad position if they get into a home and then property taxes skyrocket. Now, we all want our values of our homes to increase. We just don't want the taxes to increase with it. All right, let's continue on with the article. Where property taxes are the highest. Now, if you're considering purchasing in one of these states I'm about to mention, you may want to reconsider. Now, again, I'm in Texas. We have very high property taxes here compared to some of these other cities. I'm shocked that Texas is not on this list. But where are property taxes the highest? Well, in New Jersey, your average single family home tax was $9,476 in 2021, which was the highest in the nation. Again, I'm shocked that Texas is not on this list. Other states among the top 5 highest include Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and New York. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure how they're coming up with the highest value because I can tell you my property taxes are way more than what we're seeing on any of these 5 states I just mentioned. So if you're looking at Texas, definitely consider property taxes because it's one of the things that most people are a little shocked when they come from out of the state and they see what our property taxes are. Allegedly, we have great public schools, which is why we pay so much. I can vouch for that. I'm in the Houston area. We do have great schools, but we do pay a lot of property taxes. Let's continue on. Where property taxes the lowest, okay? The state with the smallest average tax bill was West Virginia in 2021, coming in at an average of about $900. Wow, would I love to see that on my tax bill. Other states among the 5 with the lowest property tax bills include Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. So none of these states on average have a property tax value more than about $1,200. I would love to see a tax bill like that. So again, if you're thinking about purchasing or investing and you're looking at one of these states, this is a good place to be because the taxes there are relatively low. Although Texas doesn't have doesn't have income tax, we definitely make up for it in the form of property taxes. So other things to consider here, DC area property taxes. So counties near Washington, DC, average property tax bill was around $9,526. That's in Arlington, $8,900 in Fairfax County, $6,837 in Montgomery, and then you've got Maryland, $6,243, and then DC, PG County, $4,741. So you can see these property taxes, in my opinion, it's nothing. If you live in Texas, you understand why I'm saying this. But if you don't live in Texas, this is something you definitely want to consider as you're thinking about purchasing a home. Okay, you've got the value now. What is that value looking? And of course, we don't know what the value is going to be according to the county in a year from now. That could change. Typically, we don't see huge increases in property taxes from year over year. However, we're in a very unusual time period right now where we've seen skyrocketing home prices, which unfortunately come with higher tax rates. So let me know your thoughts. If you're looking at any one of those 5 states that I mentioned that have the highest or the lowest, let me know, what are you seeing in your area? And I will see you guys on the next video. Make sure you comment below, join the Power Move community, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.